Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
Are millennials spoiled babies? The battle between generations.
They're narcissistic, self-interested.
Get the fuck out of here. Shit, come help me babysit these motherfuckers.
If you were born in the 80s or 90s, you may not be prepared for the real world.
Bruh, y'all finished or y'all done? Get the fuck out of here.
Good morning, good evening, good evening. I'd like to welcome y'all to the 90s Baby Theory podcast on the side of the road, Baptist Pentecostal Ebenezer Baptist Church. Yeah. You don't hear me this morning. I'd like to come to you and talk to you about beef. Not beef as in the pork or as in the skin of an animal, but not as in a cow, but not as in a taco, but beef as in, you don't hear me this morning. Beef as in arguments, problems, complications. Beef as in you want to start something, it's going to be something. If you want to try to fuck with me, y'all don't hear me now this morning. And you see, lately this week, there has been a beef between rapper and rapper and rapper and rapper and R&B singer and rapper and even R&B singer and Instagram model. Light versus bright, black versus white. You don't hear me now. It's been beef. It's been beef, and we're gonna bring it to the table this morning. We're gonna serve it up and put it in a skillet, Lord, and cook it and put it where it should be. Right here at the 90s Baby Theory podcast, Baptist Ebenezer on the side of the road, Pentecostal church. What's beef? Oh Lord, sister, you over there playing that damn. Oh shit! Y'all don't hear me this morning. Woo, Lord, you don't hear me this morning. Pray you're gonna pass the plate around this morning and put what you can. Put what you can. Put what you can. Yes, Lord. Y'all sit on down. 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 What's beef? We're gonna talk about it. Yes, we're gonna talk about it. Welcome y'all back to the 90s Baby Theory podcast. This is episode.
What do you mean by that?
Episode 6. You feel me? What my shit? What my shit? This episode 6. We back, bitch. We back, bitch. It's been a minute. Episode 6. You know what I'm saying? Shoot this bitch out. Episode 6. We back, nigga. What's up? Let me tell y'all what happened. I know I'm late. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Just don't get off my shit. All right. So I recorded an episode for y'all a few weeks ago. I get through with the recording and I get to the editing process. There is nothing to edit. There is no audio. There is no sound. So it was just me looking at the camera the entire time. I had nothing to say. I had nothing to tell y'all. So that set my process back. All right. Because I was gonna put that episode out and I was gonna do like a mini episode for the following week, which was last week. because your boy was celebrating his anniversary. I was celebrating my anniversary. All right.
Very well.
Yeah, I was celebrating my anniversary. You know, me and the wife made 3 years married, 14 together. Been together since high school, 2010. You do the math. It's 2024. Our wedding anniversary is on the 15th of April. Our actual anniversary, dating anniversary, is April the 16th. See how we did that? So not only are you celebrating the year of marriage the day before your actual anniversary, you just make it a whole festivity for the week. So I knew I was gonna be busy and I knew I wasn't gonna be available like that. So I was gonna try to get y'all some shit in extra. That failed. So here we are now. And the last time y'all see me before this, we had a discussion. I told a couple of y'all that a lot of and matter of fact, even if you didn't listen to the podcast, I put the clip of it online. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, wherever it was. And I told y'all prior to the last episode, I told you Kendrick came out with the Like That verse. They put the We Don't Trust You album out. Everybody going crazy about the fucking Like That verse. Kendrick, oh my God, Kendrick done killed these niggas. Kendrick finna, ooh, J. Cole ain't shit. Drake ain't shit. Ooh, he finna what? I told y'all before it got to a point of no return. I told y'all that just because Kendrick put this verse out does not mean he's safe from the pen of J. Cole and Drake. I said this. Niggas told me he glazing, bro. What is glazing? I'm 30 years old, bro. What is glazing? I'm still young. I'm still out here in these streets. What the fuck is glazing? Where did that come from? You know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there. But I told y'all, I had almost 9,000 views on that video and still counting. Over 300 comments. And people was steady talking about some, man, you don't understand, man. Kendrick gonna kill these niggas. Blah, 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 blah. Boom. First thing first. Your boy J. Cole dropped the verse. Now we late on this as far as me coming to y'all, but this is already out here in the world. But I'm just saying like this. Boom, J. Cole come out with the surprise album. He drops the bitch at midnight, the same time that Bryson Tiller just dropped his album, which I did not like because this shit overshadowed a great piece of work. Everybody like Bryson Tiller Trap Soul. They say he'll never hit the expectations of that album. That album is gonna be his greatest project. However, this new Bryson Tiller album is to me his most progressive and his most mature album. This is a Bryson Tiller we ain't heard yet. The type of singing he doing, the type of songs he got, is not the same old trap soul 90s R&B sample Bryson Tiller. And it got overshadowed because of J. Cole. J. Cole drops his verse. He responds to Kendrick on the 7-minute drill. Boom. Not a rap gang going crazy. Oh my God, Jermaine done responded. J. Cole done responded. I told y'all. I said this. I said, bro, I'm a Kendrick fan. I'm a Kendrick fan. I'm a Drake fan. I really don't listen to J. Cole as much, but he has been on a tear the last 2 years. And he's steady been throwing them punches saying, I'm number one. Nobody can fuck with me. I'm the greatest. Book, whatever. Right? He talking that talk like all braggadocious ass rappers do. We done heard it. King of the South, best rapper alive. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck y'all. We done heard all this before in rap. This is nothing new. But Kendrick came out and dissed both of y'all, Drake and J. Cole. J. Cole puts out the verse. 2 days later, 3 days later, Dreamvest. Or was it the same weekend he comes back? This nigga apologizes because of the energy of the beef. He doesn't want to battle his brother. He doesn't want people to get the wrong vibe. He doesn't want to be negative. He doesn't want to do whatever. Blah 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 blah. And just like other hip hop fans, I feel the same exact way. It's some bullshit, J. Cole. It's bullshit. And I don't care about Charlemagne. I don't care about anybody saying, "How y'all mad at a man that's finding peace and he don't want to beef. He don't want to." Man, shut that shit up. Y'all are so fucking fake woke that y'all don't even understand that it has nothing to do with. We didn't think, first of all, we didn't think J. Cole and Kendrick was finna fight. We knew J. Cole and Kendrick had a fucking relationship. We knew that they was friends. We knew that this was competitive. We been knew this. Nobody wanted Kendrick and J. Cole to fucking tear each other apart, literally. Nobody wanted nobody to shoot each other. Nobody wanted no physical harm done. This is for the sport of rap music. This is hip hop. This is competition. This is braggadocious. This is levels. There is a hip hop Mount Rushmore. There is a one through who the top 5, who the top 3, who the big 3. That's what they debating over. That's what they going after. And they had the chance to solidify that right now and set a certain amount of to pretty much to put it in a capsule, a time capsule, and be like, y'all remember when J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick was battling for the top 3 spot? That's all we wanted. That's all we wanted. And it's not like we begging for it. Y'all set this up. J. Cole, I done listened to your songs. I done heard your verses. I done heard what you done said, bro. You brung this shit on yourself. You had one song talking about something, they threw the bronze at me because I guess you behind Aubrey and Kendrick. So you had that in your mind the entire time, and you took that and you ran with that shit, and now you wanted to show people that you was number one and you was the top. Okay, and now you got the fucking light on you. You got the spotlight on you. You got the microphone on you, and you chose to back out. You chose to be a coward. Fuck all that waist beads and sage and peace and holy water, all that shit. Bro, you are a rapper. Now you could have been a Kid Cudi rapper, you could have been a Chance the Rapper, you could have been a goddamn Toby and Nikwe rapper, you could have been an Andre 3000 rapper, you could have been any type of rapper that don't get into the sparring ring if you chose to. You could have been the type of rapper that only raps about conscious shit and don't get in here and talk about hip hop shit. You could have. And we would have looked at you as being J. Cole, the same J. Cole you already been. No, you decided to get in the ring and you decided to shout out, "I'm Muhammad Ali." Nigga, do you think Muhammad Ali ever backed down or ever ran or ever said, "Nah, I don't want to punch him. I don't want to hit him," even though they know it's for the sport of boxing? Now, if you would have said I'm Mike Tyson, I've been a total different story. Because Mike Tyson really bit the nigga ear off. I can understand you don't want to go down that road. It's gonna make me angry. I don't want to bite. I don't want to hit him. I don't want to bite him, man. I want to do it. I want her. I can understand if you was on your Mike Tyson shit. But you said I'm Muhammad Ali. Bro, what we know Muhammad Ali for is talking his shit and backing it up. So from this day forth, I just wanted to be known, J. Cole, I don't want to hear nothing else about best rapper. These niggas can't fuck with me. They can't stunt with me. They can't whatever. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. Go back to rapping about Forest Hill Drive and about things in your life and shit and things about females and R&B and shit like that. And that's another thing. That's the real reason why I never really The real reason why I never was a real J. Cole fan was the same reason I never was a real Wale fan. I feel like both of y'all had rapping potential. We knew that you can rap. We know that you talented, but majority of the songs that J. Cole put out and that was on the radio during his time were a lot of like R&B-ish type songs or a rap verse on an R&B beat or a, you know what I'm saying, more of like a song for the girls or for the women. You know what I'm saying? Like Work Out for Me and all that shit he had. I ain't really clicked with none of that. He never was really versatile when it came to like the songs he was putting out on the radio. So I never just really stuck with that. So that's why I never really listened to J. Cole. But I'm just saying now at this point, J. Cole, you gotta go back to doing what you was doing before. And I don't want to hear nothing else about you talking about you in the big three. If you are in the big three, you are now at three because you cannot compete anymore for 2 and 1 because you ran from the competition. You ran from what was supposed to put you at either 2 or 1 or 1, as you say. But that's not the point. That's not what I'm arguing. What I'm arguing here is that I told y'all, I said this in the last video. I said that I'm a Kendrick fan, but that verse doesn't. It was okay. It was mid. It was hyped up because we don't hear from Kendrick that often, and people just ran with the shit as if it was something really fucking dangerous. And I told y'all that when Drake or when J. Cole comes back, if we get the artists that we know we can get from them, Kendrick is not gonna just be able to run over and run through these niggas. I said this. What do you know? Everybody talking about this 7-minute drill. Everybody talking, man, this nigga Cole rap. He rap. I told y'all. I knew this. Now you move J. Cole out the way because he done bagged out. He done left the fight. He don't even want to be in the ring no more. We finally get a response from Drizzy. We finally get a response from Drizzy. We finally get a response from Drake. And at this time, he ain't just responding to Kendrick. He responding to Metro for putting the album together, Future for talking shit, Weekend on there talking shit, Kendrick on there talking shit, Rick Ross done talk shit and then join these niggas. So now Drake just going through and busting at everybody. Everybody. He don't even give a fuck no more. So now he done responded with push-ups. And you know Drake is the petty king. Drake done came through and he done pretty much said everything he need to say as far as responding back. So right now, I think we right now we at round one of the beef. Kendrick did a verse, Drake did a song, but Drake also was responding to like 4 or 5 different people, and ultimately everybody feels the same. Drake had a better response. He won round 1. Told y'all, he not just gonna wash them. He may win. He may come back with an ether. He may come back with one of the best beef verses we ever heard. He gonna definitely come back with that energy and be like, "I'ma slap the fuck out of you niggas." Oh, he gonna come back with some shit like that. Be ready for it. He's coming back with the energy that we all know Kendrick gonna come back with. Aggressive rap energy. He's coming back. But like I said, my thing was people were just disregarding Drake, disregarding J. Cole, disregarding anybody to be able to stand toe to toe with Kendrick. And bro, that's crazy. We've listened to these niggas for 10 plus years. We have heard their raps. We have heard their songs. We have listened to these people rap. Bro, it's not possible. It's just not possible. If Kendrick was that dominant and he was that much of an artist to where he could just wash everybody off the fucking face of the earth, he would have done it already. We would have been handing him the crown. If it was really that dominant to the point that where them niggas couldn't do nothing, they couldn't compete, anything like that, it would have been happened. That's all I'm saying. So Where do I stand on this beef so far? Where do I stand on the beef so far? What do I think about the beef so far? Drake just dropped another song, which is not really a beef. He dropping like a intermediate song between waiting on Kendrick to respond. And he done put out an AI verse of Tupac and Snoop pretty much rapping, saying like he pretty much using Pac and Snoop as like a voice rapping to Kendrick about trying to say something to Drake. And then Drake hopped on the last verse and he's also saying like, nigga, you scared to reply. You won't say nothing because Taylor Swift finna drop an album. She your next top dog. He also said in the last song that Top Dog, which is Kendrick's previous label, TDE, Push Up said drop and give me 50, meaning when every time you drop a song, you gotta give TDE 50% of the earnings. Let's do the contract splits. Let's see how much you owe. Let's see how much you gotta pay people. So Drake going down that road of like, all right, you want to talk about number one and whatever, nigga, you can't even get your own money off of your single and your song. He also said when Kendrick said something about being Prince outlived Mike Jack, Drake came back and said, nigga, what's a prince to a king? He a son, nigga. Michael Jackson has a son named Prince. So it's like, if Drake is gonna do this with everything Kendrick says, I believe, I'm gonna be honest with you, I believe that Drake is gonna win. If Kendrick comes back with some bars that he think is just not unbeatable, not unbreakable, but then you got petty ass Drake coming back and pretty much dissecting every bar that you say and then throwing it back at you, like taking like the Prince and Michael shit and then turning it back around and throwing it like, nigga, Prince is my son. Like, bro, how can Kendrick win? If you don't drop it, let's just be honest. This is a very fickle generation. It's a very, what have you done for me lately? If I'm steady in these people's ear, if I'm constantly putting out music, if I'm constantly putting out songs, if I'm constantly in these people's face, if I'm on social media, if I'm on concerts, if I'm on tour, if I'm on songs, if I'm on features, if I'm on the radio, if I'm on videos, and you not doing anything, it's gonna be very hard for Kendrick to fight Drake. Not even just the artist Drake, but just the just everything that Drake is, everything that comes with Drake. You gotta also compete with him in a lot of other manners. And this ain't how normal rap beef has been over the years, but it's different now. And you call this out, Kendrick. You the one that's been pointing fingers and pointing and doing shit like this. Don't think we forget. Don't think we forgot. That's all I'm saying. So I'm waiting to hear Kendrick respond. Now I don't know how long it's gonna take Kendrick to respond because he takes forever. They say that it's gonna be supposedly an album dropping in May, and I already had an opinion, and I'm gonna say this right now. I already had an opinion that what Kendrick is gonna do is wait until before his new album and probably drop a Heart Part 6. He always drops the Heart series or the Heart songs before he announces the new album, for the most part. He dropped 5 already. If he dropped the Heart Part 6, I think it could low key be aimed at Drake because what we always hear Drake say, he from the six, 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 six. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if Kendrick does it right, he gonna drop the Heart Part 6. If he don't respond before this, but I think he'll drop the Heart Part 6, aim at Drake, and then the response that come back when Drake say something might be on the new album. Cause I don't see Kendrick. I don't see Kendrick being the person to just consistently keep putting out beefs, putting out songs because that's never been his. That's never been his. That's never been his thing. We hear from Kendrick when we hear from Kendrick. Even though he not even with Top Dog no more, I still feel like that's just Kendrick's recipe. I see you niggas every 2 years. You will hear from me in another 2 years. So whatever Kendrick gonna say, whatever Kendrick got to get off his chest, I think we're gonna hear right before the new album or before the surprise release or whatever. But I think the Heart Part 6, I think that's what we're gonna hear, son. And that's what I feel about that. So I thought I thought that was it. I thought that was it. I thought we finally got some rap beef. We finally got some rap beef, right? And then we hear about uh Chris Brown and Quavo. They going at it. Now, for y'all that don't know, I mean, let me just give you a little rundown. Chris Brown has been beefing with the Migos, period. Like the entire group. Quavo, Offset, Takeoff. He been beefing with them since they put out a song with French Montana, Moses. Yeah, I don't know if y'all ever heard the song, but go listen to it. Moses was a song that they finally did one song together, one project together. I don't know what happened. I don't know what caused the problem. I don't know what caused an issue, but them niggas ain't liked each other ever since. I think even not Takeoff, but Offset. I think Offset even had an issue with Chris Brown at one point, and they was arguing. I remember that Chris Brown having an issue with Game. I remember they was beefing. I remember Chris Brown having an issue with Drake. They was beefing. I remember Chris Brown having an issue with everybody. He done had words with everybody. And then what would be pissing me off is the fact that, like, Chris, this all be over a bitch. Excuse my language. This all be over a female. It all be over a woman. Y'all don't be beefing because a nigga stole your dance moves or said he can sing better than you, or a nigga put his hands on you at the club. Majority of these beefs be about women. You're an R&B singer, bro. You're supposed to be able to get multiple, have multiple, get as many as you like. So why are y'all beefing? You Chris Brown. You the next coming to Michael Jackson. You are the next R&B king of this generation. Even though people don't give you your respect all the way through, you are Chris Brown, bro. So when I hear that him and Quavo beefing, I was like, okay, well, this is over Karuchi. This is over because they talking about you hit my ex chick, and yeah, you had her and all this shit like that, and Quavo put out a song saying that he was tender and all this shit like that, and you mad over a chick, and it must be them drugs, and when she come home late, don't beat her up. So I was like, okay, yeah, it's cool. But then now I'm gonna just put it like this. Now we know Quavo is not really a rapper. He wasn't the best rapper in the Migos. He was like the lead singer. He like the David Ruffin. He like the main person in the forefront of the group, but he wasn't the best rapper. And a lot of people try to give it to Offset, but I've always and forever will say Takeoff was the Migos. Takeoff was the one that gave you the cadence. Takeoff was the one that gave you the flow of the Migos. Takeoff was the nigga that was actually the rapper. Offset may have got better, but you gotta remember the first couple albums and projects, Offset was in jail. Takeoff was the one that was giving you Fight Night and giving you Versace and giving you all these other songs, because Takeoff was the one that you thought about when you thought about the Migos. When you thought about that voice, that was Takeoff. And Takeoff is arguably the best rapper in that group. If you say Offset, I give you Offset, but I'm looking at what he was, what he did, and what he continued to be before his death. So we know Quavo not really no rapper. But then I'm just I'm online last night, and then I hear his diss to Quavo called Weakest Link. He got this man on the cover eating a hot dog, bro. And I'm gonna let y'all hear this to tell me what y'all think. I don't even know if this is gonna be a copyright song or what, but
Got some plans so we can get into some gangster shit.
Hey, Chris. I don't want
before we start, the fucking beat, bro. The beat, oh my god, the beat is fucking fire. The intro was fire. This is crazy, dog. Come on. I don't even want to play it, bro, but Chris Brown won. I'm just tell y'all that.
No issues, bro. I don't want no smoke. I don't want fighting.
God
I don't want to
damn.
do nothing, bro. Like, please, bro.
Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke with me?
Who want smoke?
Who want smoke with me?
Who want smoke with me?
Who want smoke with me?
Who want smoke?
Who want-
Who want smoke? Yeah.
Okay, let's get down to the facts. Pussy, I'm dripping red.
Uh.
Don't let this R&B shit fool you niggas get ripped to shreds. Nigga, you a bitch with dread. Can't wait to see the day that you back up all of that shit you said. What's all that ball shit you talking? You ain't no huncho, nigga. You the weakest link out of your clique. Let's keep it a hundo, nigga. You fuck my ex-hoe, that's cool. I don't give no fuck, little nigga. Cause I fucked your ex when you was still with a bitch. I'm up, little nigga.
I fucked your ex bitch when you was still with her. Who do we know that he's been with? Quavo. He's talking about Saweetie. He's talking about Saweetie, ladies and gentlemen. She was just with YG. She must like Bloods, because if she had Briss Breezy, now she with YG, and then she was with Quavo. I mean, she must like, but she like him without Bloods. She like the hood nigga, what? But all this over, bitch, over, bitch. All this over, bitch. Let's hear what he said. Let's hear what else he say.
Say revenge is sweet. Now think about that shit. Don't let that line go over your head. I might just sing about that shit. I had a feeling about that dick. There's something sweet about that shit. I got some tea about that bitch, but I ain't gonna speak about that shit.
He got some tea about that bitch, but he ain't gonna speak about that shit. What he heard? What did he hear? What did he hear about old Quavo? What did Chris hear about Quavo? Whoo. Y'all better leave this man alone, bro. He rap better than a lot of these rap niggas. I'm gonna tell you who else rap better than a lot of these niggas. Bryson Tiller rap better than a lot of these rap niggas. T-Pain rap better than a lot of these rap niggas. Shit. Jordan Lucas rap better than a lot of these rap niggas. Simba rap better than a lot of these rap niggas. It's a lot of people that y'all don't even be put in that category when they come to rap. But if it came down to it, and I had to put my dollar, I had to put my money, I had to put my dollar on Chris Breezy, Briss Brown, you best believe. Now he started to get real disrespectful on the end part. I'm gonna let y'all get that one.
I ain't playing chess with a checker player. I'm a ticking bomb on a detonator. I shit on niggas, I'm a defecator. I put Amigo on a ventilator. Stop talking about beating girls. You was beating bitches on the elevator. We seen the taste, that's devastating.
Ooh. Now he said he told Chris Brown not to get mad if the girl don't come home on time. I'm gonna beat her up. Or he said, don't beat her up. He talking about, Chris beating, Rihanna. We know what he talking about. We know what he talking about. But he's saying Quavo got in a fight with a bitch on the elevator too. And we seen the tape. You fucking with the wrong one, man. This nigga don't Chris Brown know karate? Or don't he got a black belt or some shit? You can't be doing this, bro. But this is what pissed me off.
Doing bad, you a bitch in your music trash. Fashion week, they set me next to your lame ass. I was truly mad. All I kept thinking about was breaking your face, but I gave you a pass. You lucky I ain't wanna fuck the money up, boy. I would've broke you in half. Quit trying to be tough, you ain't like that. Why you keep showing off? Quit talk about drugs, you the only pack that I've been smoking on. I just hit my plug, told him come back, I'ma need more than one. Your last album was a weed trade, just some bullshit that we roll up on. You know what's on, put you to.
He's saying that the last album he put out was bullshit. They could just roll up and smoke some weed on it. I like that album, bro. Chris, you ain't had to do him like that, dog. You ain't had to do him like that. And then that was a tribute. That was a tribute to Takeoff, man. You ain't had to do him like that. You didn't have to do that. The disrespect is at an all-time high. And I just want y'all to know. Oh, look.
Night, that's Sudafed. Show me that I'm tender, bitch. Time to prove what you done said. R.I.P. Takeoff, he the only real one that got true respect. Crazy how when he died, everybody really wished it was you instead.
Damn.
Don't lose your head. You and turn a big bad wolf on these fuck niggas, never knew revenge. This what happens when a fuck nigga push a real nigga out to the edge. This what happens when a dumb nigga get fame and it get to his head. Don't kiss this ring, nigga. Big fuck you from my middle finger. I tattoo my trigger finger. Bring real beat to your dinner table. My mental state ain't never stable. I know this shit gon' sting, nigga. I ran your ass through the ringer, nigga. You just got body by a singing, nigga.
Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke with me? Who want smoke with me?
Ladies and gentlemen, light-skinned people are up. They're up right now. If J. Cole wouldn't have done that fuck shit he did, light-skinned niggas would be up 3-0 right now. Am I lying? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? J. Cole, Drake, and then Chris Brown. All you niggas are light-skinned. Y'all are up 3-0 right now. It's crazy. We know Quavo not rapping like this. Not only did and then this caught us by surprise, but then you got Taylor Swift dropping songs and they say that she talking about Kim Kardashian. What the fuck is going on in 2024, bruh? What's beef? They need to bring back the beef DVD series. Cause at this point, nigga, don't nobody like nobody this year. The energy is going crazy. Cray. This shit going crazy. Woo, man. All I gotta say is we in for a ride this year. That's all I'm gonna say. I think musically, bro, we are finally getting some entertainment. We are finally getting some good music this year. You know what I'm saying? And I think that rap is finally returning to its true form right now. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. So I don't think Quavo needs to respond. If he does, I know he's gonna respond. I know he's probably gonna say something. It's the rapper in him, but bro, I don't think there's nothing else that you can say, that you need to say, or that you should say. When a nigga talking about you the weakest link out of your group and the only nigga that was real was the one that died, I don't we're not gonna do that. Cause then this really could turn into some shit. Chris Brown's he talking shit that'll make a nigga slap him in his shit. Ain't no way in hell, bro. If I'm rapping with my brothers or my 3 niggas and one of my homies died and I put out a tribute album to my nigga, and then you talking about some you wish it was me that would have died instead, or everybody think it should have been me, bro. Ain't no way when I see you, we not squabbling. I'm sorry. And then you tell me you hit my bench while I was with her? Oh, you being disrespectful. You being disrespectful. All right? So, like I said, all I'm gonna say is that Chris got that. Whew. So, we're gonna touch on another topic before we get out of here. I didn't really have no actual topics.
Go,
this
baby.
week. Oh shit. I ain't had no topics this week, but I did have a video that I saw. Charleston White. This the king of beef. But I just saw a video that I wanted to let y'all hear, and he pretty much touching on the topic of, can a woman raise a man? Can a woman truly raise a man to be a man? A single mother by herself, can she really raise a man to be a man? I'm gonna let y'all hear what he said.
Another controversial topic is that single moms can raise sons on their own.
No, that's impossible. You can only show them how to be a good woman. Men that our mothers are telling us to be don't even exist in her bed. Our mothers are telling us to be the kind of man she can't even attract into the house. So how can she guide me to be a man when she don't even have a man? She don't even know a man. Her daddy was fucked up. Her brother was fucked up. My daddy was fucked up. She had a baby by my sisters. How can she tell me what kind of man to be? She ain't, mama, you ain't got a man. Or,
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
of the man you got, look what kind of man you got, mama. How you gonna shape us boys to be this kind of man that don't even exist but nowhere in your head? That's what's happening to the black boy, trying to listen to his mama become a black man that don't even exist nowhere but in his mother's head. With these unrealistic expectations of a man.
Another controversial.
All right. So y'all heard it. I don't need to repeat it. I don't need to go back over it. I don't need to restate what he said and what he was trying to get across. So what do I feel? What do I think about this? What's my theory? I was raised by a single mother, so I can speak on this. I do understand where he's coming from. Have there been women that raise sons and raise men, and they've become excellent men, respectable men, good men, went on to get married and raise kids and stuff like that? Yes, of course. I'm one of them. A mother can definitely raise a son. She can definitely make a son and teach him how to be respectable and how to treat women and how to be polite and teach him all the things of being giving and caring and respectable and how to eat some shit. Might even be able to cook, clean, all the things that a household requires. A mother can definitely be that. I don't think a mother can teach you how to be a man. I think that that's something that only a man can teach a young boy. The reason I say that is because being a man, it being a man, and that's something that I've learned like growing up or getting older, especially getting into my 30s now. I spent a lot of time in my 20s trying to figure out some things on my own that I didn't necessarily have guidance. And I ain't gonna really just touch on everything, but there's just some things where you just be trying to figure out life and trying to figure out yourself and figure out stuff that you really feel like, bro, I just need an uncle or I need my daddy, bro. I need somebody that's been through this shit to teach me or show me how to be a man on the other side. And I be thinking like, my mama can't teach me this. Your mama can't give you the opinion. She can't really tell you what you should and shouldn't feel or what you should and shouldn't do because she gonna always respond as a woman, as a mother. She's never gonna be able to tell you what to do in certain situations, what to feel in certain situations as a man should. And that's something that I think most men we deal with. We gotta do things in a manly way. It's just a difference. It's just it doesn't matter if you got your mother in the picture, your grandma in the picture. I was raised by women. I was raised by strong women. But as I got older and I realized that my mother she responds to things in the way that I expect a woman to respond. My grandmother is how she is, but she responds and she does things based on the way a woman responds. She thinks with her heart a lot of the time. A lot of the times it's more of a sentimental trait, it's more of a woman's trait, it's more of an affectionate trait. And sometimes the world require you to have that other side. That mental side, that direct side, that I might come off and rub you the wrong way side. And sometimes that is required in order to actually function in this world as a man. Because you cannot be the leader and be the head and be the one that's leading your family and teaching your family and controlling your family and doing whatever and making decisions and you not be able to be stern, not be able to stand on your own too, not be able to think like a man. And I never expect a woman to be able to teach a man how to think like a man. It's just not natural. It's just not. It's just not. It's not what you expect. Let me put it that way. And although I do love my mother, I love my grandmother, I love my aunties, I love all the women that have played a part in my life. They also low key taught me that where you're teaching me from your side and you telling me what men were like and what men did, and you know what I'm saying, y'all speaking on men, but I'm hearing it from a woman's point of view. But once I grow up and once I get older and then I'm living in an experience of a grown man with you as my mother or as my grandmother, as my auntie, and I see how you are when I get older and I have my own understanding, I low key can see or understand how a man really would feel. Or why a man would feel like I can't be here, or I can't I can't be around this, or nah, y'all just don't understand, or I'm not really gonna talk to you about something because you're gonna always look at it from a woman's perspective. And then as far as raising a man to be a man, like there's just certain things like I try to teach my son, like it's just things that like he need to learn or that he has to learn from me because he's not gonna learn it from his mother. When you talk to me in my you look me in my eye and you talk to me. Stop all that crying, stop all that whimpering. Look at me in my face and tell me what's up. Tell me what's wrong. Voice your opinion. You know, uh, pay attention to the way that you carry yourself, your first impressions, things like this that you don't necessarily get from your mother because she don't understand the impact that it has when you're a man walking into a room. Because women like to see a man dressed and like to see him in a see him nice and clean cut and all this thing like this. But sometimes they don't even know what goes into to being that. How can you tell me how to shave? How can you tell me how to be a man? How can you tell me how to tuck my shirt and how I should have my swagger and how I should be whatever? Because you never did this. You never wore no boxers. You never had no cologne. You never had to shave. You never had to deal with this as a man. Only person that can tell me this is a man. Only person that could give me this advice, only person that could tell me what I need to know is a man. Like I make it very important to him, like, you know, make sure that you look me in my eye when you're talking to me. Because you can always tell that if somebody respects you, if somebody listening to you, or if somebody lying to you by eye contact, or if somebody can take you serious by eye contact. It's something so simple, but it means a lot when you have to be a man out here handling business, taking care of business, doing things, and make sure that somebody respects you enough to take you serious and not try to fuck over you. You have to have principle. You got to stand on certain things. You got to be a certain way so that people don't try to take advantage of you. That's being a man, and that's being taught by a man. You know, teaching him how to take the trash out, or make sure he clean up behind himself, or make sure he put things back how they were. Just teaching him small things about having character, integrity, having, you know what I'm saying, having initiative. That's another thing. You know, the initiative that a man has is a little different from a woman, because I feel like a lot of times, especially with single mothers, they probably feel as if they have to do things because they don't have a choice. If they got left by themselves and it was a man that wasn't in a picture, they had to be the one to step up and become what they had to become. And I respect that. But as a man, bro, from the moment you were born and from the moment you were a young boy, you expected to already have a hustle mentality. And you can never fail. You can never fall. You can never be less than, because people are counting on you from the moment you born. You pretty much are being raised and being taught to be the leader of somebody or something. And then there's a lot of pressure. And having a man in that corner, or having a man to be somebody that could give you advice or talk to you or tell you something or just tell you how to make your life and your path a little bit easier, bro, is definitely something that I would advise. But it's just things. It's just things that it's things that aren't even surface level that a man needs to teach you. It's things like within how you cope with things, how you talk to people, how you deal with folks, how you go through your daily life as a man. You cannot live that type of life with a woman's mentality. As a man, you just can't. The type of environments we in, the type of jobs we work, the type of people we deal with. Because when you dealing with other men and you got some men that just hard body, hard shell, attitude men, and you got some soft men, and you got men that's just they just all different. But it's one common thing. Nobody want to be taken advantage of. Nobody want to seem weak. So it's like a gladiator sport. It's like a I gotta get him before he get me type of mentality, bro. And it's like if you don't have no sense of that, or a man haven't taught you that, or if you don't understand that because you haven't been taught that, bro, you're gonna be a weak link. You're gonna be taken advantage of. So as a man, it takes a man to be able to say, look, this is what the real world is, or this is what life is. I know what your mother's gonna teach you, but this is what it really is. And this is what she don't see. This is what you gonna go through when she not around. And this is what you're gonna have to deal with when you in the circles with other men and other families and other people and other, and you on a job and you gotta talk to another man or you gotta deal with another person. These things that she not gonna be able to tell you how to deal with this. So it's very vital and it's very important, I feel like, to have a man in the household, have a man in your life, and have a man be able to teach a young man how to be a man. Like I said, there are plenty of men that grow up and we are good men. That's not the point. Can a woman teach a man how to be a man is the point. And I don't think that they can. They can teach you values that show you how to be a respectable young man or how to be a gentleman or how to be um giving and caring, like I said, all the sentimental things, but it's just some things you still need with inside. Like put it like this. Like I say, like if you was an animal and you was a lion and you know, I don't know, the mother lion, she teaches you how to like she teaches you how to skin the food, how to clean it or how to eat it or whatever they do. Right? The mother is the one that nurtures you, and she give them a bath with their tongue and all this shit like that. But the dad or the big lion is the one teaching you how to hunt and how to kill and all the hard lessons that you gotta have when you walk in that door to maybe get you through another day. Because while the mother lion don't necessarily see what you going through, and she don't understand what type of shit you going through mentally or what type of things you dealing with in the hunting field and out there in the real world, only your father, only Mufasa could teach Simba certain things. We saw the relationship in the Lion King, how Mufasa and Simba had a certain relationship versus Simba and his mama. And you gotta realize, like when Mufasa died, Simba becomes the new Mufasa. He become the new king. He become the new whatever. They look at Mufasa as the leader. They look at him as the person that got to be over this shit, the big man, the one that got to carry us, represent us, be for us. Bro, you have to have a male figure sometimes to show you some of these things. If not, you're gonna eventually learn them, but you're gonna learn them a hard way. You're gonna learn them by yourself, dealing with it, and you're gonna go through some shit. Like I said, I'm 30 and I'm still learning. I'm still dealing with some things that I'd be like, bro, I wish I would have had a daddy around or my uncle around or my family around to teach me some of these things I could have avoided before I got to this point. Or even with my marriage, certain things you do in your marriage, you would be like, damn, if my uncle would have just told me that this is what I gotta expect, or this is what marriage is like, I wouldn't have never done that dumb shit in the first place. I wouldn't have never done what the fuck I just did. I wouldn't have said that to her. I wouldn't have talked to her like that. I wouldn't have did this. Sometimes you don't even be thinking about that shit. And you be like, bro, fuck. I'm just out here talking and saying shit and burying a hole for myself, not even realizing, like, if a nigga would have just told me, you feel me? But I don't know. Now I do feel like it's unrealistic for women to expect a certain type of men or man in their life, or expect their kids or they sons to be a certain type of man that they can't even attract. I do think that is mm, that is a little it's a little off. It's a little loopy. Not gonna lie to you. Because if a man was out here expecting y'all to be something for him that even his mama ain't, y'all would be looking at that man a little off, a little wrong. So I do feel like, it'd be a lot of these single mothers out here dressing they sons like the niggas that they like. They out here dressing their kids looking like the nigga that left them, or looking like the one that they don't know if he the father or not. I don't know. And then he grew up and looking at his baby pictures and he see how he used to dress, and then he become a grown man and realize, like, that ain't even my style. I don't even know why the fuck my mama dress me like this. You feel me? But if he had that dad in his life, or that male figure, and he could teach him why he wearing certain clothing items, or why he gotta wear it like this, or why he need to tuck the shirt in, or why he need to wear the tank top instead of the regular tee. It's just some things that, like, it's just an unspoken rule, if I had to say. So, but yeah, man, that's gonna do it for episode 6. And we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna pass that collection plate back on around, and we're gonna get y'all out of here safely today. And y'all give me 1 second, please. Yes, Lord.
Domino's pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread is loaded with pepperoni.
You see, I hate YouTube. I fucking hate YouTube, bro. What's up with YouTube? Well, when did we get to the point to where we need a commercial for everything? We need a commercial for everything, Lord. And as we get out of here today, I want to talk to y'all again and just recap. Heavenly Father, we come to you this evening to say we thank you for making it through the dangerous rap beef today. Father, we like to pray for all the young men that have grown up with single mothers that are not around the father figure. As she tries to put you in that LRG when instead you should be in the Jordan or Nike. That don't even now. See, because she can't teach you to be a man. She can't teach you the ways of a man. She can teach you the ways of being a respectable man. But she can't teach you how to hunt. She can't teach you how to skin. So Heavenly Father, we just hope that you allow that man to be in your life and allow him to see his son and see his kids. But brother, you gotta want to be in your kids' life. You gotta want to see your kids. You gotta actually want to be a father. Because that boy needs you. That young man needs you. Don't leave him alone. Don't let him be by himself, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. So as we collect the money from the church this evening, and as we get on up out of here today, I want to say to y'all, thank you for listening to the podcast. I want to say we appreciate y'all for coming through. We appreciate you for coming through every other Monday when I make it to the church. Some days I can't make it. Some days we don't got no audio. But we made it today. And hopefully we get audio on this episode, Lord. And we'll try to be back next Monday and try to talk about whatever come down the road, because it's been a hell of a couple weeks, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. I want y'all to pray for Sister Shepherd this weekend. She had a bad case of vaginos. All right, man, that's gonna do it for episode 6, man. We just playing around, but y'all be safe out there. Like I said, once again, if y'all, we're not even gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. Thank y'all for listening. See y'all next time on the 90s Baby Theory podcast. I'm out.